According to a reporter with Punchbowl News, Republican Representative Dan Crenshaw was actually banned from international travel for 90 days after an incident this summer where I guess Crenshaw may have had a little too much to drink down in Mexico at a Republican get-together, and apparently some things happened. Now, I'm going to read you what the reporter from Punchbowl News said happened, but I gotta tell you, based on this report, this doesn't seem like the kind of thing that warrants a 90-day you can't leave the country type of punishment. Oh, and for the record, it was his own Republican caucus in the House that banned him from leaving the country because of this embarrassing incident. So here's what Punchbowl reporter Andrew Desiderio said happened. Crenshaw had an alcohol-related episode in Mexico this summer. The original incident took place while Crenshaw and other Republicans were on an official congressional delegation visit to Mexico in August, and Crenshaw was, quote, having drinks with a group of Mexican officials. One Mexican official cracked a crude joke that made a woman present uncomfortable. Crenshaw toasted the remarks. Really? Really? Like, is that what happened? Like, yeah, we had a couple drinks. Somebody made a bit of a crude joke. Crenshaw toasted it, which I don't know if he stood up and said, cheers, or what. Or if he just laughed at it and was like, that's a good one. But regardless of what the joke was, does such an event warrant a 90-day you can't leave our country punishment? Because, I don't know. I don't buy it. I don't buy that at all. I mean, I'm not saying the reporter is covering it up. I'm saying, obviously, whoever talked to the reporter and gave him this information probably didn't give him the whole story, right? I mean, laughing at a bad joke is, not exactly the kind of thing that'll get you grounded for 3 months, but apparently that's what we're supposed to believe from the Republicans. But it continues here. Following this event, Crenshaw reportedly met with House Speaker Mike Johnson and House Intelligence Committee Chairman Rick Crawford. The sources told the reporter that the meeting grew heated and that Crawford apparently wanted Crenshaw kicked off of the House Intelligence Committee. Johnson reportedly did not strip Crenshaw of his seat on the committee, though the Texas Republican was banned from international travel for 90 days. Crenshaw's cartel task force was also disbanded. Okay, so you wanted him kicked off the committee. He's not allowed to leave the country for 90 days. You disband his cartel task force. That's a hell of a punishment, right? But for laughing at a joke while everybody's having some drinks, no, I don't buy that for a second, and I don't think anybody else should either. There is more to this story. Unfortunately, we do not yet know what that is, but you do not attempt to kick somebody in the House of Representatives who at one point was an up-and-comer with the Republican Party. Crenshaw has, been dead silent for a couple years now after being one of the most vocal people with Gates and Boebert and Green and all of them. But you don't get them or try to get them kicked off a committee for laughing at a crude joke. I mean, if that were the case, probably nobody in Washington, D.C. would be on any committee at all, right? Something else had to have happened. There is just no way in hell that they instituted this fairly harsh punishment for laughing at a bad joke. So here's where the call to action comes in. Any Republicans out there, anybody with knowledge of this trip to Mexico that Crenshaw was on back in August, feel free to confidentially reach out to me so we can actually tell people what really happened. I would love to know. I'm sure the audience would love to know. So anybody with any information whatsoever, let us know. And if you don't want to tell us, I encourage you to go to either, the reporter from Punchbowl News. Ken Klippenstein is always a great one. So feel free to email somebody with what actually took place, because there is far more to this story than we're being told. And by God, I want to know what happened. Hey everyone, we are maybe just days away from hitting 1 million subscribers. Fewer than 15,000 subscribers to go at this point, and we need your help. If you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and tell your friends. If you have progressive-minded individuals in your life that are not subscribed to Fair and Balanced, please send them a link, send them a video, let them see what it's all about, and encourage them to subscribe. We are hoping to hit that 1 million mark before the end of this year, but I think we can do it even quicker than that. So again, if you're not already subscribed, please do so. And don't forget to share the channel with your friends. And as always, like and comment on the videos.